Alright then, let's continue. At least I can be glad that Tenchi isn't... Okay, she is that dangerous. I actually end up losing a round against her. You think I had more trouble with Tenchi because she's the final boss, but in some ways being the final boss actually can work against someone. Not just because final bosses in some games are easy as heck, but it's also the fact that you tend to focus your efforts towards the final boss. You'll practice them several times. Your entire goal is to beat them, so you might be more willing to go all out against them. Whereas with previous opponents, you're not. I mean, I've noticed in story mode, I tend to save the cards for Tenchi, or end up saving them for much later opponents. Not like I use them all up on the first character you face. Oh yeah, that works too. Oh man, it doesn't work. My point is that because the final boss becomes a goal in life, we tend to give it all, and first that might be what are partially easier. Then, in the case of many games, by the time you can face the final boss, the world is opened up. It's not like you're doing every single possible side quest in the game, getting the most powerful armor ever for the first boss of the game. You're doing it for the final one. Okay. And if I don't want to do this over again, I might want to actually win. Man, even if it misses, at least it'll use up a card. I hope I get something good. Of course, this will be the point where I need to decide if I want to keep going forward for another character or just end the video now. Ah, screw it, keep going forward. Ah, a Shinigami in heaven. Works for me. Probably should mean by pleasant life. I hope this is a unique quote. Okay, even if it's another generic quote, at least it's a different generic quote this time. And now, let's move on to Iku. I'm trying to remember how she works. Right, she works by shocking people. Something fun about lightning as a power. Well, it kind of begs the question, you can't lightning under air or water. I mean, technically it comes from the sky. Actually, I think lightning comes from the ground. But usually lightning is associated with rain, since it's usually thunderstorms tend to involve rain in the first place. Maybe it's one of those hybrid powers. I don't know anymore. I do know is that it's kind of fun to play as, so just because of the whole shocking people. No, come to think of it, thinking of her final super in the game, the one where she stands in the middle of the air and has all that lighting around her, and how this game seems to love that type of super, stand in the middle of the screen and do stuff. I have to wonder for a moment what would it be like if the characters all did that move at the same time, their own version of it, and tried to fight each other. I mean, who would win out? Or would they just negate each other? She actually jumped into that. That's amusing. But for sure she'd just stay on the ground to avoid it. Actually, I couldn't remember if that was a ground or air attack. It was probably for my advantage. I mean, to my advantage if she didn't avoid it. Of course, I'm not really liking the fact she's doing well for a move that I basically had trouble using when I was playing as Yomu. Like the game's reminding me the problem isn't the moves, it's how I'm using them. I think I kind of figured that out a while ago. That I'm the problem, not the game. Yeah. One with scissors, swing a blade around wildly. I suppose. I'm not sure if she basically means she's not using it properly and could make a mistake, or if it's a karma thing, but either way, I would hope someone using a weapon would know how to use it properly and wouldn't accidentally cut themselves, shoot themselves, stab themselves, or whatever. But then again, you never know with people. And some people are idiots when they use stuff, and even experts can make a simple mistake. I mean, I've used knives a lot of times. I think I've stabbed myself a few times with them by accident. Or I use knives for cooking, not for fighting battles. So I think if I try to use a knife for actual battle, I'd be screwed over. Or a sword or whatever. Well, we'll continue this later, so bye for now.